How's it going, everyone? This is Mustard here, and I have a little video that should be of use to you Kano fans out there. We all know that in the latest balance patch, Kano received a buff which turned his forward 1 from a high into a mid. This makes it a 13 frame advancing mid attack that can lead into a string. Forward 1, 2, back 2. On hit, can be hit confirmed, which means Rat Bag can launch with Snake Bite. Yeah, we've all seen this before. And on block, you can do forward 1, 2, back 2, and be +2. The reason we haven't really seen this at all is historically before this patch, forward 1, 2, back 2 was a high overhead, which meant that it was really hard to ever make your opponent block it. Because even if they blocked the forward 1, because it was a high, they could always crouch under, and the spit, you know, the forward 1, 2 would go over their head. You would whiff a high right in front of them with very slow recovery, and you would die for it. This string has always existed, but it was really hard to use because forward 1 being a high just meant that it wasn't really practical. Everyone would crouch under it, kill you for going for it, so it pretty much made it a non-thing against most opponents that knew the matchup. Now that forward 1 is a mid, it does seem that there's been a knock-on effect here, and forward 1, 2 has been massively improved. So, like I said before, every character in the game before, if they were crouch blocking, could make the spit go over their head. So if I whiff the forward 1 and do the 2, you see it misses completely, right? If I'm going to take control of Scorpion now and makes Kano do this whole string, forward 1, 2, back 2, I'm going to block. Pre-patch, I could just let go of block. After blocking forward 1, I'd let go of block, and the spit would go over my head and I'd punish him. Now, you can see the spit is hitting me every time. This never used to happen. This was something that Kano would die for, but now, thanks to the forward 1 change, now it jails. So if I try and let go, I get hit by the spit and I get hit by the full string. To again talk about how good this makes the string in comparison to before, I'm gonna make him flawless block. So he's gonna flawless block anywhere there's a gap. So I'll do 1, 1, 2 where, hang on a minute, let me make him stand up. I'm going to make him flawless block. So 1, 1, 2, there's a gap. You can see flawless blocked. Now I do forward 1, 2, back 2. No gap. Which means that this string is now against some characters, a guaranteed way of turning yourself into +2 on block or combo or knockdown on hit from this range. This range now threatens +2 at all times with Kano. Kano's down 1 is 7 frames, which makes it a guaranteed frame trap. Your down 1 on hit gives you standing 1 guaranteed, standing 2 guaranteed. Back 1 is 10 frames now, so that's even better. And on block, your down 1 is safe. That is huge for Kano. Rat Bag, the variation that I've been playing the most, can turn this on hit into a full combo and obviously launch for whatever you want. And on block, get plus frames. This now means that because this is so much more of a threat, and it is +2, an opponent that knows the matchup will know that your down 1 is guaranteed. If they try and challenge and you hit your down 1, your offense starts. If you want to turn it, if you know they're going to block and you want to turn this into a throw, there's a mix-up there. If you want to take the fact they're going to block and do forward 1, 2 again, you can finish the string and be plus again. Or you can end it, just forward 1 by itself is +1, forward 1, 2 is -2. This completely changes your offense, because this being a mid, now that you can threaten with +1, +2, -2. Oh, they expected the end, so you're going to turn it into a throw. Or they expect the end, doesn't come, so you hit a down 1. You know what I mean? You get so much more options now just off the back of this happening. Now, you might be thinking right now, wow, this is crazy. Why is Kano not just going to do that every single time? This is character dependent, and I'm now going to show you the ways to defend against this depending on who you are. This requires character knowledge, so Kano players and anyone looking to fight Kano, I urge you to check what your character can do against it. I'm going to throw names up on the screen to show you which characters can do what, because it pretty much breaks down into 3 different categories of how to defend against it. First things first, every character in the game has to hold the whole string. You can't do anything about it if you stand block forward 1. So I'm now taking control of Scorpion. I'm going to make Kano forward 1, 2, back 2. I'm going to stand block the whole thing and try and crouch block. I'm not even getting the crouch, you see? Like, I'm trying to neutral crouch after the first hit, and I'm not even crouching. I straight up have to hold the whole thing. For characters like Scorpion, and I'm going to throw names on the screen now, who else shares this kind of defense, they have to hold it no matter what. If Scorpion crouch blocks a forward 1, and I try and neutral crouch, I'm going to get hit by the spit every time. I have to hold the whole thing. This is guaranteed. Block the forward one, Kano's getting +2. And you'll see on the screen what characters share this with Scorpion. I'm now going to change to another character because there are 2 more ways of defending against it. Okay, so now I've changed to Frost, who can do the second thing that some characters can do. Again, to reiterate, every character, if you stand block forward 1, still has to block the whole thing. So I'm going to stand block and try and crouch. Not happening. Stand block, crouch, get hit every time. However, Frost and these other characters, who I'm also putting on the screen now, can, if you crouch block forward 1, neutral duck the second hit and the spit will go over your head. See? So Frost and some other characters can do this. If you crouch block forward 1, spit will whiff and you get a full punish. And that's very pre-patch, right? That's what Kano would die for before, which is why you didn't see this so many times. Again, you have to make sure you're crouch blocking, because if you stand block, you have to block the whole thing, and it's guaranteed plus frames, but this is worth knowing. Now, the final way of defending against it, which a few characters can do. So finally, some characters are so short when they crouch block that even if they block under the spit after crouch blocking forward 1, the spit will still whiff. So if I make Kano go for forward 1, 2, back 2, characters like Johnny Cage, if they crouch block forward 1, crouch blocking will make the spit go over my head. So I don't even, for someone like Johnny Cage, you don't even have to let go of block. You just crouch block, and then it will still go over your head. This is the most uncommon way of getting out of it. Only a few characters can do this, but those that can means that this is pretty much a thing you can't do as Kano, because it makes it pretty much pre-patch no matter what, which kind of puts you right back to square one. But that pretty much wraps things up for the tech. Again, as the Kano player, make sure you've learned and studied what characters you can and can't do this to under certain circumstances. And if you are learning the Kano matchup, make sure you know what your character can do. Because if you don't shut down a Kano from doing this, whenever Kano is here at this range, he's threatening plus frames. And Kano threatening plus frames is threatening throw attempts, and he's a character with 2 throw crushing blows, and he gets Oki from both directions. Dirtbag is going to be able to get a guaranteed down 1 acid from any of these. He's going to be able to turn down 1 acid from this range, because if you block, like I'm not playing Dirtbag right now, but if you decide to block from max range, like, again, like, if you, it's like just closer than when you start. So like here, this is down 1 acid, down 1 command grab with Ripper. They know the down 1's coming, so they block waiting for it. You throw them. They block thinking the throw's coming, so you down 1 tick throw. Or you just get constant harassment with just down 1 acid with Dirtbag. And of course with Ratbag, you can take the read to the next level. So if you know they're going to block this, and you're going to block again, do it again, and then down 1. Like, the possibilities you have with your offense are so scary as Kano from here. So do your research, know what your options are, and good luck, because this is huge, and I look forward to seeing what Kano can do with it in the events to come. So thanks very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.